Y'all know nothing about this. You need to pay attention. Sit back and relax. It's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen.
All right, we're in downtown Louisville at the Brown Hotel. The Brown Hotel is known all over the world for being one of the most eloquent, nicest places you can stay in Louisville. It's known all over the world. We've had royalty stay here, world leaders, people come in for Kentucky Derby. This is the Ritz. I mean, the nicest place you can stay. But not only is it eloquent, it is also known for the invention and the origin of the famous hot brown, which is a Kentucky thing. Everybody that comes to Kentucky, they always have to eat a hot brown. It's usually the basic thing is a Mornay sauce with turkey, bacon, tomato, toast. Anyway, we'll get into more details about that in a little bit. And of course, I'm going to hope that we can talk to somebody inside that can tell it more eloquently than I can on how it was invented and originated and who invented it. Okay, now you might notice I'm a little dolled up today. Melissa and I went on a date last weekend to a friend of mine's Christmas party, Nate Morris, Eastern High grad. He's an entrepreneur. Anyway, he was nice enough to invite me and Melissa to his party. So I borrowed a sport coat from my dad and actually went and bought a new shirt from Untuck It. You know, get a little fancy. So I figured I didn't know the dress code here today. So I go ahead and get a little gussied up just in case there was a dress code. All right, enough of the chit chat. We're going to go on in and check out this hot brown.
We're coming on in here. This place is pretty swanky. Oh yeah, I was here a few years ago for a wedding reception. Brent George's daughter got married, Lucy. But anyway, oh, Melissa's gonna be mad at me because they have the Christmas decorations. Melissa's all into the Christmassy stuff. And of course, you know, I've been here a couple times for receptions, things like that, but I've never been able to afford to stay here. But you never know, one of these days, might be able to come here for a date night weekend. Probably do it during Christmas with Melissa since she loves all that Christmas stuff. Look at all that. All this ornate woodwork, ceilings, marble columns, marble tile walls. Yeah, this is really nice. All right, so now I'm going to head on into the restaurant and see about getting seated. Okay, I waited till late lunch, wait for the place to clear out because they do big business. I want to sit over here by the bar, kind of out of the way. But anyway, the restaurant fronts 4th Street. If you're here on a nice day, you can sit out by the windows, watch the people go by. But anyway, this is the J. Graham Cafe. They have another restaurant. Young lady, what's the other restaurant called in here? Not the J. Graham, but the Lobby Bar. Which one's fancier?
J. Grams.
J. Graham's is fancier. Okay. So, do y'all have a dress code here?
We do have uniforms still.
No, I'm talking about me.
No.
Okay, well, it looks like I got all gussied up for no reason today then. I was thinking I was going to be, stopped at the door if I came in my usual t-shirt and shorts.
Hey, welcome to J. Grams, the Brown Hotel.
Okay. Before I get started here, I know I said I was going to get on the original hot brown, but I was lucky enough to meet Chef Arkin, and after talking to him about things they have to offer here, he persuaded me to explore a little bit. So I'm going to let Chef Arkin tell you more about that.
So actually, First, welcome to the Brown Hotel. I know you come here to try our famous hot brown since 1926, but before that, I need you to try my famous hot brown pasta. The reason why it has hot brown pasta, I put some veggie, roasted vegetable in it, not a lot of toast bread. I have one brioche toast on top with some crispy cooked turkey with the vegetable oil. Still has a crispy bacon on top. The same the hot brown mornay sauce, but has a different seasoning. Has a six seasoning. I'm from Middle East, so I bring my own seasoning to put on this dish with some roasted vegetable and there's a garlic in it and cherry tomato inside of it with Parmesan cheese, pecorino cheese, and then finishing with fresh parsley on top.
Well, that's awesome because I love Mediterranean, Middle Eastern food. A lot of people call it Mediterranean. I call it Middle Eastern because Middle Eastern, Mediterranean could be from Greece, Italy, but
That's
Middle
right, yeah.
Eastern has its own spices. So I appreciate that. And I'm going to see if I can pick out the spice when I taste it.
Try this one, and I'll let you try the hot brown too,
Okay.
and you choose the right one.
All right. Well, you know me. Too much is better than not enough. So I'm going to have both.
All right.
All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to start in. And I thank you, Chef
I'll let you
Arthur.
join it now. I'll be
All
back.
right. All right. Food is ready. And I just want to show you how pretty this is. The plating and the presentation on that. It's just like looking at a fine artwork, a painting, a Picasso. So, of course, I would say it's so pretty I hate to eat it, but fat guy eating comes first. So, here we go. And it comes with a side of garlic bread and some other kind of bread. I'm not sure what that is, but looks like macaroni, not macaroni pasta, but some kind of twirl pasta. Let me show you here. You see that? Mm. Mornay sauce is probably one of the fattest things you can eat. That's why it's so good. Of course, Mornay sauce is very rich. So by the time I get done with this, and then of course the hot brown, I'm probably going to be taking a nap somewhere. Mm. Now let me mix some bacon in there with it. Yeah, if it couldn't get any fatter, then add the bacon. Mm. Mm. I can't quite pick up the Middle Eastern spice. I'm not sure if it's turmeric, but it definitely tastes different than any Mornay sauce I've ever had. A very distinct taste to it. And actually, having it with pasta instead of toast is even a better twist to it, in my opinion. But we'll see. I haven't had the hot brown yet. All right, let me work on this. I do see, it looks like sun-dried tomatoes. I'm sure the chef described it better. But you see there? I see it looks like scallions and sun-dried tomato. So, delicious. Big chunks of roasted chicken. Tender, juicy, and delicious. You can taste this bread. All right. I'm going to work on, I know y'all were about ready to say something. Where's the hot sauce? I'm going to hide this. Make sure nobody sees. I'm sure the chef will see this afterward. Probably going to get mad at me. But
As you all know, I put hot sauce on everything. Mm. Awesome. All right, be back in just a minute. So far, so good. I am so glad I came here.
N1 Bikes is one of the largest bike retailers in the United States, and we're located in Louisville, Kentucky, but we're also online at n1bikes.com. We carry Ibis, Pivot, Yeti, Cannondale, Niner, Nuke Proof, Vast. We just added the high-end brand Envy, and that's only a small portion of the brands that we cover. If you're not local to Louisville, you can go to n1bikes.com. That's n1bikes.com. But when you're there, in addition to shopping online, you should also subscribe to our email list because that's where you get all of our exclusive promotions for our subscribers. So check us out at n1bikes.com.
All right. I told y'all before this was some kind of bread. I didn't know until I took a bite. Show you how big of a yahoo I am. Can't bring me anywhere. It's actually a piece of fried turkey strip. So that's very tasty. And you know I don't waste anything. I wouldn't want to offend the chef, you know. You leave food on your plate, it could offend the chef and the cooks back there, and we don't want to do that. All right, be right back. Next course will be right out. Okay, I told you in the intro I was going to try and find somebody that could eloquently tell you the history of Brown Hotel and Hot Brown. So I have Sharon, and she is the manager here, and she's going to fill us in and tell us a little history here.
All right, be glad to. The Brown Hotel opened in October of 1923. We just celebrated our 100th anniversary. Mr. Brown built this hotel in 10 months.
So how was the hot brown pasta?
Well, obviously you didn't see the plate they took off the table because there wasn't anything left.
I missed it, so
I
I'm
was
glad you like it.
I took my bread and sopped up the Mornay sauce out of it.
That's good. That's good
It was
thing.
excellent.
Now you ready to try our original hot brown since 1926?
Absolutely. But before I get started, can you tell me that spice, Middle Eastern spice that was in it? I couldn't detect it.
So what I do, I grind the paprika, a little curry, and cumin, and I use the lemon salt. Lemon salt is like a lemon taste.
Yeah.
I was looking for it here, find it. I don't find it, but I start making my own lemon salt here at the restaurant. I have to dry it. It's gonna take like 2 or 3 days to make it.
Wow.
And then I put some little bit of black pepper and white pepper and salt on it.
No wonder I couldn't pick it out. He makes his own spices. He invented his own lemon salt. So there you go.
I'm glad
All
you
right.
like everything.
It was excellent.
Now I need you to try our famous hot brown since 1926.
Oh my.
And I've been working here 11 years. Since 11 years, I can't touch that dish. So that's why I make my own hot brown pasta.
Well, I was thinking when I came here that it was going to be like a little dainty plate for an old lady, but I was informed it has almost a half a pound of turkey in it, much less all that Mornay. So this is probably weighing a pound or two of food here.
So we have 2 Texas sauce in the bottom with 7 ounces of the turkey and 7 ounces of Mornay sauce and 2 pieces of the Roman tomato on the side. If you see the crispy, and you call the hot brown. If you look, the dish look brown. The Mornay sauce is brown, the tomato is brown, the bacon is brown, the plate is brown, and you add the brown hotel too.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Brown.
It's all about the brown.
And look how that cheese is actually got a nice little singe on there, perfectly cooked. Looks so pretty, I hate to eat it. But again, fat guys got to do what they got to do. All right. Well, I can't wait to dig in.
And you're in the right place because there's some places they make in the hot brown they use in deli turkey, but that turkey is being in the steamer for 5 hours, and we roast it in the oven for 20 minutes. The reason why we steam it so we need to be juicy inside of it. So you taste it, it will be juicy.
I think on the hot brown pasta, I think I did a chunk of the turkey. I think I said this is roasted chicken. I think maybe like turkey if I did make that mistake. All right.
So the turkey, what I did, I roasted the one in hot brown pasta, and then I cook it with the vegetable oil. So yeah, it was a turkey in it too.
All right. I'm going to be digging in. Be right back.
Dig it in.
Okay. Got the camera a little closer here so I get a better view of this. What a masterpiece. As again, the plating and the presentation is very important because it gets those taste buds actually flowing, the saliva actually starting to build up in my mouth. I can't wait to get in. All right. Oh, and look how that Mornay sauce has a singe on it, but it's still runny. Let me get a piece of toast. I want my first bite to have everything in it, even the bacon. Here we go. I'm trying to control myself, trying to keep from making the animal noises. I'm doing a concentrated effort to control here. Got a table right next to me. I don't want to ruin their lunch. But I can only do what I can do. And it looks like a grated Parmesan on there. And that goes good with these Roman tomatoes. Mmm. Mm. All right. I have said on other videos that I had not done a hot brown here because I thought it'd probably be too expensive. It's actually not. This hot brown, which has half pound of turkey, half pound of Mornay sauce, bacon, all the fixings, it's only $28. When you weigh it by the pound compared to other places you go to, they're going to charge you $20 and get half as much. And by the way, you can get a petite that's half this size with 4 ounces of turkey instead of the half pound, but and for half the price. So for you people that don't want to eat so much, you could actually have a hot brown here. I think it's like $16 or something. Anyway, see that fresh roasted turkey there? Mmm. Mm. And the hot brown pasta was only $16. So you could bring a date here for lunch and easily get out of here for under $40. So I know a lot of my subscribers, they like the mom and pop places I go to that are, basically working man joints. I'm here to tell you that a working man can bring his wife, girlfriend here and walk out of here, with tip under $50. So don't be scared to come fancy it up a little bit down here at the Brown Hotel. All right. Of course, I almost forgot. Oh, here comes the chef. Would you be offended if I put hot sauce on this?
We prefer to have the original sauce we have.
I just want to. I love the original. I just like to taste it with a little heat too.
Make it spicy?
No, that's
I'll
okay.
put some chili on top if you want to.
Mm-mm. I always put hot sauce on everything. Oh, I got busted red-handed. I always bring hot sauce with me. Put hot sauce no matter what. And I said, I'm looking around, make sure the chef doesn't come. And then here he came.
Guess what? I seen that time.
All right, I gotta have at least one bite with the hot sauce. No offense to the chef whatsoever. I just have to try it with hot sauce. Oh, let me try here.
You're not the only one though. Don't think you're the only one who tried it with hot sauce. People like it like that. Is it good?
Love it.
If you're a hot sauce fan, people usually drizzle it all over.
I was about ready to pull this out, and chef came out and busted me.
You brought your own hot sauce.
I always do.
I love it.
I always do.
I love it. I love it.
So yeah, I hope he doesn't take offense to that. I hope I didn't hurt the chef's feelings, but he's got to understand. I have to have hot sauce with everything. All right. I'm going to work on this. I'll be back in a few minutes. And I'm going to get dessert. Y'all are going to really love this. This is going to be something many of y'all have never seen before. I've never seen it before in person, but I'll be right back. Okay, neighbors are gone. I can relax now. Eat like I like it. And actually, I'm going to put hot sauce on a little bit. I didn't even put hot sauce on this. Okay. I have a new term for you. I'm going to give credit to the guy on the YouTube comment section. He goes by JD Jr. He actually coined this term. He calls it chipmunking, where you're actually talking with your mouth full. So JD Jr., give you credit on that one. Okay, I need to show you this too. They have a brunch on weekends from 8 to 2 on Saturdays and Sundays. I didn't get the price on that, but I'm sure it's very good. So if you want to go out for a nice weekend brunch, this is it. Is it all you can eat, by the way?
It is. It's all you can eat. Very beautiful assortment. We typically have a switchover, about a 10:30 switchover from breakfast to a lunch switchover. So breakfast will have things kind of like breakfast sandwiches, homemade, everything's homemade. So breakfast sandwiches like breakfast wraps, things like that, biscuits and gravy, and then we'll switch to like waffles and chicken and sirloin steak and salmon. We have a very beautiful assortment.
So you told me the 10:30 switch off thing
Yes.
because you knew I was fat
Yes.
and you knew I'd want both breakfast and dinner.
I don't know how you knew that.
Okay,
You read my mind.
you're a mind reader. Yeah, we're both mind readers. All right, thank you.
But I do recommend if you come on the weekends, it's a good time to come. But make a reservation before you come because we're always busy on the weekends. So make a
Okay.
reservation.
Well, thank you.
Not required.
Everything's pretty much cleared out. I just want to show you the view from my table, which I can outlook and see the whole restaurant from my vantage point. And there's only like one or two tables of people left in here, so I like it like this, where I can just be myself and not disturb anybody. All right, here comes the grand finale. Megan has talked me into dessert.
It wasn't very hard, I will say that.
All right, you want to kind of tell what we got here?
So this is the Surtees cake on top of the chocolate. So we have a rum 51 on top of them, alcohol. It's gonna burn, it's gonna melt on top of it. And if you want to taste, if you take a look at it, if you want to taste the alcohol, go ahead and blow it off.
Oh, I'll let it keep going.
Okay.
Unless you want me to taste the alcohol.
I need to taste the
What do you
alcohol.
think's better, with the alcohol or without?
Always with alcohol.
Oh, it's
It
one of
doesn't
those
look
trick
good.
deals, like trick candles.
Look, Chef set you up.
It's gonna go over here. Good.
That's okay.
There, almost.
One more. On the side. One more. One
Don't
more.
catch yourself on fire.
This might go viral.
You know the alcohol's
My
going
hair
along the
light
blade.
up.
It's right here. There you go. And now the blueberries all over the place. You made it look so pretty.
I should have stuck it up to the camera before I blew it out. But
Get you some
oh
more
wow.
water before we start.
Oh yeah.
So when you're
And
gonna
a
eat your dessert,
spoon. Yeah.
you're gonna eat your dessert. We're just gonna explain to you about the hot brown, 1926.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let me go ahead while we have you here. Go ahead and tell about that before I start eating the dessert.
So on 1926, there was a party at the Brown Hotel at the 16th floor, and there's a one guest. He asked for shooting to something. It was a Christmas. I mean, sorry, Thanksgiving. And that lady, after everybody eat, she said, "Chef, can I have something to eat?" And then the chef come down to the kitchen and he make her a hot brown. This is how come in 1926. The chef is Fred Schmidt. He the one who created the hot brown since 1926. And then after a few days, the people work in the kitchen with the chef. He come in with the idea, chef, what do you think if we put little tomato? Another chef said, what do you think if we put two crispy bacon on top? And then another person come in, what do you think if we put the parmesan with the pasta on top? So he made it, and then since 1926 until today, we'll be making same mornay sauce, same hot brown. The mornay sauce has a pecorino cheese in it, Parmesan cheese, nutmeg. We grind the fresh nutmeg, so get the flavor, the tasty.
Oh,
We
okay.
grind the fresh nutmeg on top of it.
Is that a Middle Eastern twist with the nutmeg?
No, it's American thing. No,
Oh,
it's from
okay.
here.
Because I've had Middle Eastern dishes that had nutmeg in it before.
We like to use nutmeg in it too, but here we use. They're using powder, but here we use the ground one for the original hot brown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I really appreciate the history and the
My
background
pleasure.
on that, Chef Arkin. And I'm going to go ahead and start digging in here.
Yeah.
I appreciate. Oh, and by the way, like I said, you don't have to be a king or a queen to come to the Brown to enjoy a nice, luxurious dinner. This is, reasonable enough. You could come here for lunch. Anybody could come here and afford it. So,
We have the hot brown for breakfast too. If you need coming to the Brown Hotel for breakfast, you're gonna get 2 eggs on top over medium over easy sunny side up for your breakfast with the hot brown.
okay, can you get the eggs on top of the hot brown and mix the egg yolk in with the gravy?
This is the key. The eggs is gonna on top perfect on top of the hot brown. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And then after, if you get over easy or sunny side up, you're just gonna break the eggs. The yolk is gonna go on top of the sauce.
Can you get that on the Sunday brunch too? Saturday and Sunday brunch?
7 days a week.
Okay. You
Come
heard
see
it.
us.
And just letting you know up front, I'm bringing the hot sauce, so don't get mad at me.
He got it already.
Yeah. I'm going to wait for the server to come back so I can find out what the name of this is again, but I just know it's got a chocolate cake with the different blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, and it appears it's chocolate on chocolate. Chocolate on the inside with rum. I think she said that was rum. This is outstanding. And by the way, all that presentation and all this dessert is only $11. Like I said, working man can come in here, get gussied up, or not gussied up. You don't have to doll up to come here. No dress code. Sure, you don't want to come in looking like a yahoo like I usually do when I go places. But anyway, this is very nice. Only thing that can make this better, you already know. Tall, cool glass of milk. I should have ordered that. I'm sure they do. Do y'all have milk?
We do. What's up?
Can I get a glass of cold milk?
You absolutely can.
Got to wash this chocolate down. Perfect. This is as good as it can get.
Which one are we preferring today, the hot brown pasta or the hot brown itself?
That's tough. But, and don't get me wrong out there, because I did take part of that hot brown to go, because Mary and Mackenzie love hot browns, and I'm sure they would love to taste the hot brown from a fancy place like the Brown Hotel. So I did take part of that home. But I'm going to honestly go with the pasta.
Oh, chef, did you hear that one?
What's it?
The pasta.
See, he caught me again. I didn't even know it came busting around the corner. You got to watch out. You got to watch out for him.
Watching you.
All right, hey, but that doesn't detract anything away from that hot brown. Because, all right, I hate saying this is better than that, and these people are the best. That's the best hot brown I've ever had. So there you go. It should be the best because this is where it started.
Yes, you can't get one like it anywhere but here in Louisville. I promise you that. Nowhere else.
All right. You heard it. Might as well never go get a hot brown anywhere again because you just saw the best right here. Be right back. I don't know if I'm going to talk to anybody else or not. I'm going to finish this up. Unless I run into somebody else, I'm going to give you some closing thoughts outside. Okay, before I move on, I wanted to give Ryan a chance to give y'all a shout out because I'm not going to see Ryan between now and Christmas. You'll be seeing me a couple times, but I'm going to go ahead and give him a chance to give some Christmas greetings here. Go ahead.
Yeah, just take a moment, say Merry Christmas to all my friends, family, all the viewers, commenters. It's been a great ride. Here's to 2024. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
All right. And thank you all for subscribing. I think I'll just go ahead and do the closing here. Megan and Chef Arkin were just unbelievable. They were tremendous help, very gracious, bent over backwards to help me with everything that I needed. I didn't know what to expect when I came here. I was a little intimidated because y'all know I don't do fancy. But this is a laid-back fancy place. You know, you can come here dressed up in a suit. You can come casual. It's very relaxing atmosphere. Nothing pretentious whatsoever. And like I said, very affordable. Let me see this check here. Like I said, the pasta was $16. The hot brown was $28. It was $11 for the dessert, $57 plus tax, $60. You know, where else can you go high times like this and take a date for $60? I say take a date. I ate enough for 2 or 3 people. So you could easily bring a date here and leave out of here for, really, if you didn't want dessert, you'd get out of here for $40. But anyway, everything was great. I'm glad I came here. Got over my fears and intimidation. I'll probably be coming here more often. Might even bring Melissa here this weekend, maybe for a little date night. I don't know yet. But I know when you go to the other place, this is J. Graham Grill. The other place, it's like the English Pub, or I can't remember the name of it. You have to have reservations to eat in the bar room. So just remember that. Don't just show up and show at the bar room. You're not going to get seated. Okay. Well, everybody was great, even the valet people. I mean, it's just wonderful, the experience I had here today. So with that, y'all don't know nothing about this hot brown at the Brown Hotel.
Now you know the facts of why I'm on a mission. You're always welcome back to Goodall's Country Kitchen.